The Google Maps URL builder was just updated and we have added a couple of features, and that's what I'd like to show you guys in this video. So we have the Google Maps URL in terms of the wizard where we add fields. We have the Google Maps URL, the keywords, and the zoom level, and the latitude increase. So these were already in the initial version of the Maps URL builder, and we have now a control panel. And on the control panel we can do QR codes and link shorteners. The QR codes, if you should be familiar because this feature is on other builders of Staxio. It creates images, QR code images, and adds them to the Google Sheet, and in this case the Google Maps URL sheet. And the link shorteners will shorten your Google Map URLs with bit.ly and tiny URL. So we can enable both these options now on the control panel, and these additional links and QR codes will be added to our Google Sheet. And I'm gonna do an example, like the same example I did on the first video for the Google Maps URL builder. I'm gonna take my Google Maps URL, which I showed you guys how to get. I can do another example. We go to maps.google.com. We just pick anywhere, like any listing. Let me do a quick zoom, and there's a coffee shop. So I select the coffee shop, I'll copy the URL from the browser, straight from the browser, and I paste it here. I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to paste it here. And this is the format, which is HTTPS, google.com, maps, place, and latitude and longitude coordinates. So this is the format that you should be inserting into the Google Maps URL field. For keywords, I'm gonna use the keywords that I have prepared from my previous video, the same exact ones, which are, like, I think, if I remember correctly, 106 keywords. Or exactly 106 keywords. I'm gonna leave the zoom level and the latitude increase. Not gonna change those values, and I'm gonna enable the QR codes and the link shorteners options from the control panel. I'm gonna click the build. Now, one thing to keep in mind is now once you enable these options from the control panel, the build is gonna take a bit more time because it's creating more things, more properties, more links and images, and particularly the link shorteners, the tiny URL and bit.ly, they take a bit more time to create using the API to create these links. So while Staxio is doing our build, I'm going to show you something else, which is we now also have the ability. Staxio is going to save the build into our control panel. And when I say control panel, I mean here on the Google Stacks table. Staxio will save an additional row into the database. So once it completes building our Google Maps URLs, I'm going to show you guys a row that's going to show up here on the Google Stacks table, and which should be called Google Maps URLs. So I'm going to do a search for maps, which we don't have any at the moment, but it will show up once the build is complete, which should be any second now. Just wait a little bit longer. You can listen to the music in the background. I think I'm going to add some music once I edit this video. Hope you enjoy it. Alright, success. So it's refreshing our table. our database, and we should see a new record for our build. All right, so we now have a Google Map URLs entry on our Google Stacks table, and we can do a couple of things now. Well, a few more than a couple. So we can look at the build details of our Google Map URLs and look at the data that we use to build. And we can click on the folder, because the Google Maps URL build creates a folder specifically for our build and for keywords. And the Google Sheet, I'm going to go back to Staxio. You can also open the sheet that Staxio created for this business. And we can now see, so this is the name of the business. The name of the Google Sheet is the name of the business. The business name, Cafe Garcia. Have the Google Maps URL link created automatically also. Well, no, this one was copied. We have the CID link here. We have the folder link, a file link to our Google Sheet, and additional formats for our Google Sheet as well. So these are all Google Sheets. They just have a different structure, which is good for link building. So this one has a view format. This one is the public. This one is the HTML version of our Google Sheet, and this is the regular Google Sheet link. They have been, as you can see from this column, they have now a tiny URL shortened link and a QR code or QR code image also added on this column for all of our links. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. So take a look at all of these. 114. So these were 106 keywords from here, plus this additional information here at the top, also created automatically by Staxio. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, and I think I have covered all the information that I wanted to talk about this update, and hope you get to use the Google Maps URL builder. See you soon.